Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says ASEAN is a main pillar of India's Act East policy. President Draupadi Murmu says good private sector healthcare institutions can contribute to achieve goal of healthy India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlights cultural unity, indigenous initiatives and national heritage in his Mann Ki Baat program. And Chief of Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi flags off Shaurya Veer Run for India 2025. And now the news in detail. The 47th Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN Summit and related summits got underway in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia under the theme Inclusivity and Sustainability. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim of Malaysia, the chair of ASEAN 2025, said rising contestation and growing uncertainty test not only ASEAN economies but also ASEAN's collective resolve to keep faith in cooperation. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took part in the summit virtually. Addressing the summit, Modi said ASEAN is a main pillar of India's Act East policy, adding that India is not just trade partners but also cultural partners. Prime Minister Modi highlighted the growing strategic ties between India and ASEAN, noting that together they represent nearly 1/4 of the world's population. He also emphasized the shared historical ties and values between the nations and announced 2026 as the ASEAN-India Year of Maritime Cooperation to promote joint initiatives in maritime security and development. Reflecting on the partnership, he described India and ASEAN as fellow travelers of the global south, highlighting the shared vision for peace, prosperity and regional stability. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi also further said inclusivity and sustainability are the themes of this year's ASEAN Summit, and this theme reflects our shared efforts, be it digital inclusion, food security, or resilient supply chains in these turbulent global times.
का आयोजन किया जा रहा है। इंक्लूसिविटी एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी इस थीम के साथ इस बार आसियान देश चर्चा करते नजर आएंगे। व्यापार, सुरक्षा, शिक्षा और संस्कृति जैसे मुद्दों पर खासा जोर रहेगा। इस पर बातचीत होगी और समिट में शामिल होने के लिए डोनाल्ड ट्रंप भी इस वक्त मलेशिया पहुंच चुके हैं।
President Draupadi Murmu today said good private sector healthcare institutions can make an invaluable contribution to achieving goal of healthy and developed India. Inaugurating Yashoda Medicity at Indirapuram in Ghaziabad, she said health and medical infrastructure, institutions and services are being continuously expanded across the country as healthcare is an integral part of nation building. She emphasized that apart from government, all other stakeholders will also play a crucial role in these efforts. She stressed on responsibility of all stakeholders to expand healthcare services and to ensure availability of quality services so that no citizen is deprived of effective healthcare. President Murmu also stressed that fulfilling social responsibility along with medical responsibility should be priority for healthcare institutions.
सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराई जा रही है। मुझे प्रसन्नता है कि इस संस्थान के नेतृत्व द्वारा समाज सेवा और राष्ट्र सेवा के आदर्शों को प्राथमिकता दी जाती है।
Registered for LEED certification by US Green Building Council, the hospital blends cutting-edge technology with human empathy. It features 22 modular operation theatres, 252 high-tech ICUs, and an integrated emergency and trauma command system, ensuring seamless life-saving care.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत ने स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं के क्षेत्र में एक बेहतरीन दिशा में कदम बढ़ाए हैं। अगर उत्तर प्रदेश की ही मैं बात करता हूं,
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the Mahaparva of Chhath is a reflection of deep unity of culture, nature and society. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, the Prime Minister extended wishes to everyone on the occasion of Chhath and in particular to the people of Bihar, Jharkhand and Purvanchal. He emphasized that every section of society comes together at the Chhath Ghats, which is the most beautiful example of India's social unity. Prime Minister also recalled that he had written a letter to all citizens recently, and in this letter he had mentioned the country's achievements that have made this year's festivals more vibrant. Modi noted that Operation Sindoor has filled every Indian with pride. He said that this time the lamps of joy were lit even in those areas which were once affected by Maoist terror. Prime Minister also highlighted some inspiring stories from different cities of the country regarding cleanliness efforts. He mentioned a unique initiative launched in Chhattisgarh's Ambikapur to clean up plastic waste. Garbage cafes are being run in Ambikapur where people get a full meal in exchange for plastic waste. Prime Minister also touched upon the subject of India's national song Vande Mataram. He said that patriotism is an emotion beyond words and Vande Mataram is the song that lends tangible voice form to abstract feeling. The Prime Minister also spoke about Sanskrit, which he said was at one time a language of communication. He expressed happiness that the world of culture and social media has lent a new lease of life to Sanskrit.
संस्कृति, प्रकृति और समाज के बीच की गहरी एकता का प्रतिबिंब है। छठ के घाटों पर समाज का हर वर्ग एक साथ खड़ा होता है। ये दृश्य भारत की सामाजिक एकता का सबसे सुंदर उदाहरण है। आप देश और दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में हो, यदि मौका मिले तो छठ उत्सव में जरूर हिस्सा लें।
The Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan has left for Seychelles on a two-day visit. He will attend the swearing-in ceremony of President-elect of Seychelles, Dr. Patrick Hermini. During the visit, Vice President will convey India's felicitations to Dr. Hermini and reaffirm close, long-standing and time-tested ties between the two countries. In a statement, External Affairs Ministry said that Seychelles is an important partner under India's Vision Mahasagar. The visit also underscores India's deep commitment to further strengthen and expand its partnership with Seychelles. In other news, at least 21 Maoist cadres, including a division committee secretary, surrendered before police in Kanker district of Chhattisgarh's Bastar range today. Inspector General of Police, Bastar Range, P. Sundaraj, said these cadres have realized the futility of violence and chosen to return to the mainstream to rebuild their lives. He said the Bastar police remain committed to ensuring their smooth integration into society. Of the 21 cadres who laid down arms, 13 are women and 8 are men, all of whom wanted to abandon the path of armed struggle and embrace peace and progress. The surrendered weapons included 3 AK-47 rifles, 4 SLRs and other arms and explosive materials. And now let's go for a short commercial break. Please stay with us.
तीनों कॉलेज में
Don't worry.
फीस तो देखो।
क्या हाल है? क्या हुआ? हाँ,
फीस की टेंशन।
राहुल का बैंक अकाउंट तो है ही। रास्ता क्लियर। बैंक से जरूरत भर के हिसाब से स्टूडेंट एजुकेशन लोन इजीली मिलेगा और उसमें भी 4 लाख रुपए तक। नो कोलैटरल। वो कहाँ है? मिठाई?
आरबीआई कहता है
करो सही शुरुआत, बनो फाइनेंशियली स्मार्ट।
And welcome back. In the Bihar Assembly elections, a wave of promises are being made by the opposition and the ruling alliance to woo the voters. The Mahagathbandhan chief ministerial candidate Tejaswi Prasad Yadav said in Patna today that if his government comes to power, Panchayati Raj representatives will be provided insurance coverage of 50 lakh rupees. He also announced that the honorarium of Mukhiya, Sarpanch and other Panchayat representatives would be doubled. Meanwhile, BJP senior Junior Leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that only the NDA's double-engine government can lead Bihar on the path of development. He said Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar have envisioned building a new Bihar. Shah stated that the NDA government aims to make Bihar a major hub for artificial intelligence and digital data.
आज को बुलंद करेंगे और आने वाले सहनी जिंदाबाद 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 आने वाले समय में और भी समाज धन के लोगों को उप मुख्यमंत्री का हम लोग जो है दायित्व देने का काम करेंगे, वो भी आप लोगों को कुछ दिनों के अंदर बता दिया जाएगा।
Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi flagged off the Shaurya Veer Run for India 2025 in New Delhi today to commemorate the 79th Shaurya Divas. Over 10,000 runners, including army officers, soldiers, professional athletes, fitness enthusiasts and citizens from diverse backgrounds participated in the event. The run paid a heartfelt tribute to the courage, discipline and supreme sacrifice of the country's soldiers. The run featured multiple race categories, including a 21-kilometer timed competitive run for seasoned runners above 18 years, a 10-kilometer timed open run for participants above 10 years, a 5-kilometer people's run for those above 10 years, and a 3-kilometer family-friendly run open to all above 10 years. The Union government has refuted a social media post claiming that the Indian Post Office is giving away 20,000 rupees to people through a lucky draw. The fact-checked unit of the Press Information Bureau has informed that the claim is completely fake and that Indian Post Office has no connection to any such subsidy or lucky draw. The unit urged people to beware of online fraud being carried out in the name of a recognized body and asked people to avoid clicking on any suspicious links or web pages. In other news, the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal will be on a two-day visit to Brussels, Belgium from tomorrow. The minister will hold high-level discussions with Executive Vice President and European Commissioner for Trade of European Union, Maroš Šefčovič. The visit comes at a crucial stage in the ongoing India-EU Free Trade Agreement (FTA) negotiations, as both the sides intensify efforts to conclude a comprehensive, balanced and mutually beneficial trade agreement. It aims at providing strategic direction and political impetus to the talks. Discussions are expected to cover key areas of the proposed FTA, including market access, non-tariff measures and regulatory cooperation. The visit will also serve to review progress achieved so far and to identify areas requiring further convergence. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar 2025 were announced today. Professor Jayant Vishnu Narlikar will be given the Vigyan Ratna Award posthumously. 8 scientists have been selected for the Vigyan Shri Award. Under the Vigyan Yuva category, 14 young scientists have been selected across various disciplines, while the Vigyan Team Award is being given to Team Aroma Mission CSIR for its contribution in agricultural science. The awards are given in recognition for exceptional contributions in science, technology and innovation under 4 categories. And now let's take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 14 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Mongkokchung had a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 13 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And with this, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Have a good evening.